What are the prospects for a federal approach in Europe today after all the developments with Brexit, the referendum, and the other crises that Europe is facing?
Well, I think considering all the crises that Europe is facing, and Brexit is just the last one, we had the migration crisis, with the euro crisis, financial crisis. I think there's more need than any time in history for actually European federalism. But federalism, we don't need it just because it's a nice thing. It's simply because it's the most effective way to tackle today's challenges in a democratic manner. Today, the key thing is that we basically are deciding on global issues and European issues on the basis of national and electoral interest. This impedes to take decision on the long term, and basically, actually, paradoxically, is against the interest of the citizens. So national interest and electoral interest is against the interest of the people, of the citizens. So we need to raise the interest and the awareness of Europeans to act at European level. And we must understand that today we have to act at European level. We need to also transfer the sovereignty that currently is at national level to the citizens, first of all, to be able to act at European level. So we have some policies, and we see for the crisis, but for migration, for terrorism, we need an intelligence service, we need a fiscal policy at European level, we need the economic minister to deal with the asymmetric shocks. So we need this policy to be dealt at European level, and to do that we need a federal Europe.
Would you like to give some examples of concrete practices and strategies that would enhance awareness about the need and the potential benefits of a federal solution in Europe?
The European Federalist Party is working now together with other movements across Europe, including Stand Up for Europe, to develop clusters of engaged citizens across Europe, starting really at the local level. Because today's challenge for Europe is not just being active at European level, it's actually being active as such. We need to become again citizens, and being citizens, as actually we learn from Greece, is to be active first of all in our cities. So by engaging our cities in our streets, where we live, according to our interest, by mobilizing this positive energy for change, we can actually change Europe, starting from our cities.
So you are advocating a Habermasian deliberative approach to raise awareness among the public in Europe?
Absolutely. I think we have to take into account Habermas' approach. We also need to take into account the evolution of democratic participation over the past few decades, especially if we see the new movements in Italy, in Spain, with their own limits, but actually they are showing a trend and a change in the way politics is done at European level. I think we have to take this into account, and also build in the new technologies, which actually also are changing the way, especially young generation, engage into activism or generally engage one another. If we take all this together, if we take the strength of Europe, which actually is our cities, because Europe is our cities, we can build a new model for engaging and building Europe with a new vision for Europe, and then federalism will just be the method to actually achieve this better vision for Europe.